I think Spurs have had to buy two centre-halves like they have done. I think that's shrewd from Pochettino. I think that was pretty evident that they need to strengthen in that position, and I hope they settle. They look okay. I've seen a couple of friendly games, pre-season games, and they don't look too bad at the moment. Trippier's a good young fullback, which will push, Walker, so there's competition there. It concerns me about them up front. Harry Kane staying is great news for Tottenham fans, but he needs to play with people, and Eriksen needs a big season, even bigger than he did last year. And people like Lamela have got to turn up this year. If not, you're going to see him being sold in the window. So the bottom line is, with Adebayor and Soldado still signed on, they will move out, there's no doubt about that. But it's who's left to come in. Daniel Levy seems to want to do that all the time, leave it very late, and sometimes, you miss the best things in the shop, don't you, when you leave it too late. So I'm hoping that they can buy something a bit inspirational. I don't think there'll be a star-studded signing, but I think they're going to need two strikers at least, and that would concern me. I don't think they've got enough maybe in midfield as well, another midfield player that can do a little bit of everything, but be able to pass forward. I think Spurs' problem is that last year they probably were a little bit laborious in the way they built up at times, and I think with Mason in there and the likes of the youngsters, they've got to play a little bit more high tempo for me, and hopefully they can do that this season. But I think it's going to be a tricky season. If they don't get the right strikers in, then it could be a very, very difficult season to defend properly and hang on to maybe 1-0 victories. Is unlike Tottenham, and I can see that having to be done if they don't get the strikers right. So that'd be a question mark. Everyone will be hoping for the top four. But if you get a team functioning well and they're pressing and they want to do what the manager wants to do, and I think the manager's buying the players in this time, who he wants, which is a big bonus. But I think he's, it's being left a little bit too late for my liking, and it's a big 4 weeks for them. They've got to make sure they buy shrewdly and correctly, and it's always difficult. Most difficult thing is to buy strikers, goal scorers. You don't know. Soldado's record in Spain was phenomenal, but you bring him over, he looks the right player, he just couldn't score a goal. Look at Falcao for Man United. So it is the hardest place to, it's the hardest position to